This is your tool to use as you start your day. Amazing is all about tapping into that awe factor. What is the awe factor? It came about a year ago when I was scrolling through Netflix and this documentary caught my eye. It was called Operation Arctic Cure. Since I live in Alaska, I was like, what is this? I got to find out what the cure is, because I already feel like these wild lands and the mountain vistas and just how this untouched beauty is so very healing. I wanted to understand their angle. They took veterans were experiencing or suffering from PTSD and depression. They took them out to these remote locations in the Arctic to expose them to these natural wonders and in a team environment so that camaraderie could be gained, which we know person-to-person connection fires off feel-good chemicals like oxytocin, the love and connection chemical. So in essence, they were trying to create an environment that would create the awe factor. And I hate to spoil it for you, but they did. They did find the awe factor. And a lot of them made progress. And it was so inspiring. So let's go back to the word. The word for the spiritual toolbox is the word amazing. The very beginning is highlighted. The awe part. Awe harkens back to the awe factor. Tapping into that connection that we are all part of a greater fabric of life, as I like to say, or it can make you feel like you're part of something bigger. That could be divine source connection, but it's generally a powerful emotion that can feel like euphoria. It can feel like wonder. It can just make you feel small in comparison to the grander scheme of life. There's physiological changes that happen when you hit the awe factor versus deep gratitude. It lowers cortisol levels. That's why they connected these veterans who were experiencing depression with PTSD. It is an instant stress reliever because, again, your problems get put back into the micro box. They're not as macro as you think. When you tap back into that awe factor, it's like you're zooming out and you're seeing the forest beyond the trees. You're re-regulating your nervous system and resetting it to a more healthy state for overall well-being. Your emotions will regulate accordingly as well. As these changes occur, you'll probably notice some facial differences. If I like to pay attention to it, because then it's more feedback like, yes, I've hit my mark. The jaw relaxes too. Your eyes your pupils widen. It's like you're taking in more wonder. Our pupils also dilate when we are experiencing lots of joy or euphoria, when we are celebrating.